Delta College is looking down as they lead the Big 8 Conference after the first half. Their lone loss was to Santa Rosa Junior College, the Big 8 defending champions. And Santa Rosa 6-2. We're here at Delta College to start the second half of the Big 8 Conference. Who will get a leg up with a win tonight? You'll find out next. Welcome to Joe Blanchard Gymnasium on the campus of San Joaquin Delta College in Stockton for this Big 8 Conference matchup between the first place Delta College Mustangs and Santa Rosa Junior College. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us on NorCal Sports TV. Delta has not lost in 2019. Their last loss was to Santa Rosa, the first game of conference over in Santa Rosa, 101-95. Santa Rosa shot a smoking hot 14 of 26 from three-point range and got the win. For Santa Rosa, it's been a little bit of tough times. They've had two rough losses, including last Friday to Diablo Valley College on the road. So they've had their road struggles, and it's high time for them to put things together tonight. Had a chance to catch up with Craig McMillan in his 19th season as the Bear Cubs head coach. Coach, some tough losses on the road. You guys are kind of having an uphill climb, and it starts against the first place Delta Mustangs. What can we expect tonight?
Delta's been playing very well. We're going to have to play well. And I think the keys for us, they really do a good job running the dribble drive offense, attacking the basket. We got to stay low and keep them from getting all the way to the hoop. We got a couple shooters we got to recover to, but first and foremost, we got to keep them out of the paint.
And it's a tough defend against them because they've got balanced scores, and we talked about that earlier. So everybody's got to be on their toes because they're going against a guy potentially that could score 20.
Yeah, you know, they have a good balance on the team. They can score from three. They can score going to the basket. We can't just sag and take away the paint. We can't just extend out on them. We have to be able to take away both.
What can you do offensively to get kind of everybody on the same page? I know Skylar's been so dominant offensively, but I know you'd like to see a little bit more balanced scoring.
Well, I'm not really concerned who scores the baskets. I just think we need to get shots out of the context of our offense. If people are going to put two guys on Skylar and deny him, the other guys are going to have to step up. They're going to play him man-to-man. We're going to work to get him open shots, and we just got to take what the defense gives us.
Coach McMillan, Santa Rosa Junior College. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Jolly Washer Express is the only true express car wash in Santa Rosa. Jolly Washer Express will wash your car for $9 in less than 6 minutes and will never have an attendant trying to sell you extra services at the pay station. If you want a clean car fast and free vacuums, come visit us today. And if you want the best deal in town, ask us about our unlimited wash club. Jolly Washer Express at the 76 gas station on the corner of Coffee Lane and Piner Road. Or visit us online, jollywasherexpress.com. Jolly Washer Express is a proud partner of Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball. Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Fit Pro Go, who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game. Trimec Mechanical, innovative solutions and expertise for over 2 decades for commercial plumbing in Northern California. Lombardi's Gourmet Deli and Barbecue in Petaluma, where they offer a large selection of gourmet delicatessen food along with a wide variety of barbecue and local wines. Osceola's Fifth Street Grill, 609 Fifth Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay Ranches, Vineyards, and Estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com. Wild California, it's the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious, and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. And Michael's Sourdough Sandwiches, 2 locations in Sonoma County, Petaluma and Roanoke Park. Taste the difference.
So common opponents between these teams, obviously Big 8 opponents, but out of conference, both have lost to City College, both have lost to Kenyatta in close games, and both have wins over Shasta. The head coach for San Joaquin Delta is Rich Rosa. He's in his 11th season. They're ranked number 9 in California. Keys to victory for them is, well, you got to stop Skylar Chavez, defend the three-point line, and work the ball inside to honor America, our national anthem. For the Bear Cubs, their keys contain Spencer Montero. He had a great game to open up conference against the Bear Cubs. Keep the Mustangs out of the paint and off the boards, and on offense, make those extra passes as teams team to overplay Skylar Chavez. The Bear Cubs need to adjust and take advantage. So a nice crowd gathering here at Delta College as we start the second half of conference play. Our officials are Richard Patterson, Jeremy Dente, and Jerry McLean. Santa Rosa has won the last 4 games between these teams. The last win for Delta was back in 2016. And here are the lineups. That's the Bear Cubs, and now Delta College. So there's the starting lineups, the Bear Cubs and their road blues. Delta in their home whites. Looking for a great game tonight. 101-95 the last time these teams played. That was back on December 1st. Since Delta has strung along 7 wins in a row, and the Bear Cubs, well, 2 road losses to Consumnes River and last Friday at Diablo Valley College. We're underway here from Joe Blanchard Gymnasium at Delta College. The Mustangs with the basketball. Montero de Valverde. He had a triple-double the last time these teams played, and one of the keys was not to get the ball inside. And early on, Cameron Peters with the 12-footer or the 8-footer. McMillan misses from the corner. Bear Cubs looking to make that extra pass to get a great shot, and they have to hit those shots because teams are going to overplay and double team Skylar Chavez. Along the baseline, kicks it out. That 3 is good. Travis August. So Skylar Chavez in his last 7 games is averaging over 35.5 points a game. And that includes a 19-point scoring game against DVC where they double-teamed and spent most of the time guarding him. So some big numbers for the state's leading scorer, Perez. Drive and kick, and he's called for the player control foul. Perez had 13 points but was 3 of 10 from downtown against Folsom. He had a school record, made 13 threes versus Kenyatta during the Chris Kringle Classic. They need for him to get hot again. That will give balance to the Bear Cubs. Travis August with another 3 out of Liberty High School in Brentwood. Delta playing man-to-man. Chavez with the drive and the layup. Bear Cubs are on the board. Spencer drives. Chavez with the rebound. And he drives and hits another layup, and he's fouled, and it counts. Everybody in the gym, I never was that good in basketball, but everybody in the gym knows he's going to put up his shots. He's not a ball hog. He doesn't overshoot. He doesn't force things. But everybody knows he's going to come down. And you see when guys don't go and help and they just kind of reach, they're playing ticket taker versus doorman there. And if you're going to do that to Chavez, he's going to have a big game, and he's got 5 early on. So his last 7 games, he's run off 37, 38, 36, 34, 43, 19, and had 42 against Folsom. It's no secret. And he's the leading scorer in the state by nearly 4 points a game. The Mustangs turn it over. Jimmy Belts, he had 25 against the Bear Cubs, had 13 against Sac City in their last game, which they won 77-72. Bear Cubs beat Folsom in their game earlier this week. But the Bear Cubs could pull the winner. They'd be in good shape, but they'd have to run the table because they'll have the tiebreaker over Delta. But there's a long way to go. We're just giving you different options. Chavez with the basketball from the elbow. Jacoby Ford came into the game, and he attempted to guard Chavez, and that wasn't effective. Nice block shot by Mundu, but Jalen Valverde goes next play and recovers for the layup. Stopped a 7-0 run by the Bear Cubs. Jacoby Ford tries to guard Chavez. He goes right by him, and it's a foul. I don't know how he would defend Chavez, but I wouldn't let him go to his right, and we've got a timeout on the floor. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Fit Pro Go, who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? Trimec Mechanical, innovative solutions and expertise for over 2 decades for commercial plumbing in Northern California. Lombardi's Gourmet Deli and Barbecue in Petaluma, where they offer a large selection of gourmet delicatessen food, along with a wide variety of barbecue and local wine.
After the timeout, Skylar Chavez will go to the free throw line. He is averaging 29 on the season. He had 20 points and 7 rebounds and 4 assists in the game against Delta early in the year. He's over this now, but he's got more than 1,700 career points. He started the night with 1,696. Jeremy, keep track, please. Perez with the basketball. 13-9 here. Perez with the drive and a nice layup. I like seeing that from Ryan Perez. Good three-point shooter. Teams are going to adjust, put the ball on the floor and go to the basket. You got to show some counters to your best moves when you're getting into the second half of conference. There was an example. Ford goes by McMillan, misses, and then the rebound goes to Santa Rosa. Well, not the rebound, but the ball out of bounds. 13-11, Damian Wallace bringing the ball out. One of the leading pass distributors in the state, averaging over 6 assists a game. That makes him good for 6 in assist. Chavez. Make the extra pass to get a great shot. Well, when you're shooting over 52% from the field, that's valuable. Little lack of defense. And there's Coach McMillan. You can take a bad shot on offense, but if you don't make the right switch on defense, he'll let you hear about it. And here's what happens. Little inner screen, and they worked on that in practice to defend that, but they didn't execute, and Coach McMillan gets a little excited, and we'll just leave it at that. Again, take a quick shot, miss a layup. You're not happy about it. But something defensively, he'll immediately call a timeout and have an immediate reorganizational meeting and remind the guys, that's exactly what I told you in practice, and we didn't execute it. So Santa Rosa with the last timeout at 16-14. Wallace with the basketball. And then we've got Dondre Gray getting a little flipper out as Chavez was coming around along the baseline. Hey, you got to do something. Inbound to McMillan. Wallace with the basketball. Mundu at the top of the key. .10 on the shot clock. Chavez is double-teamed. Didn't recognize it quick enough. Had a player open, and it's a turnover. Valverde bring the basketball towards the Bear Cup bench. Ford down low. Nice defense by McMillan. Landon Cortman will check in. He had his best game as a Bear Cub the first time these teams played. He had 20, which was his season high. He had 6 points and 5 rebounds off the bench against Folsom. Chance for the Bear Cubs to tie it up or take the lead. There's how you beat the double team. Very good. Chavez learning as he goes, was double teamed the prior possession to turn it over. This time was double teamed, and he set up his teammate Wallace make the extra point, extra pass to get a great shot. Another example. Good start for the Bear Cubs here on the road. Valverde over Mundu. Perez with the drive. That's great stuff, Ryan Perez again. Do you see Delta run out on his when he's at the three-point line? He's recognizing that, mentally tough, and then attacks the basket. Bear Cubs back in the lead. And then Chavez with the steal and the layup. Chavez with 14 early on, and we're not even halfway through the first half. Valverde picks up his dribble. Belts drives, kicks it to Valverde. Mundu cuts him off at the baseline. Belts misses. Good defense by the Bear Cubs. And then we've got a reach in on Valverde in the backcourt. Travis August will check back in, and Spencer Montero. Trey Conrad out of Kelseyville checks in for Mundu. He had 8 points off the bench for Coach McMillan in the win over Folsom. Bear Cubs lead by 3 with the basketball. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us from San Joaquin Delta College, the state's leading scorer. He's now got 17. Big game alert with big lights and sirens so far. Valverde, little elevator screen, doesn't go. The Bear Cubs doing a good job on defense. Perez with the rebound. Misses that three, quick in the shot clock. Wallace with the steal, and it's a 2-on-1. And the Newman alum finishes. It's an 8-point game. Chavez is scoring his points, but a lot of other Bear Cubs are touching the basketball. It's a travel. Conrad, a good job on defense. You come on off the bench, you better play D for Coach McMillan. And Conrad did a good job there of cutting off the dribble penetration. Chance for the Bear Cubs to go up double digits here early on. Perez slips on the floor and turns it over. Valverde with the basketball. Credit Spencer Montero with the steal. Double high post. Montero turnaround from 12, back rim. Cortman can't get the rebound. And it's an extra shot for the Mustangs. And Travis August with his third three of the game. High post entry to Cortman. If he has a better pass to Perez, he has a chance to nail the three. Perez is triple teamed. Cortman goes to the basket, kicks it out to Conrad, nails a three. A paint entry pass, and then a dribble through the paint. That's going to open up your three-point shooters, and Conrad nails the three. Back rim, nice block out by Skylar Chavez. Enables his teammate to get the easy rebound. Cortman drives. Misses. Chavez battling for the offensive rebound, but Valverde comes out with it. He's 1-on-4. And then Wallace with the thievery. And then Valverde with the thievery, and then Wallace doesn't go next play, and he commits the foul. Chambers and Cole check in. Cole had 20 points off the bench versus Delta. He was scoreless versus Folsom. Bear Cubs were a little light on bench scoring last game. They're looking to pick it up here tonight. Nice move in the paint. Spencer Montero, and that's the reason why Coach McMillan said is a guy that we need to stop and not allow to get in the paint. Goal not accomplished there with that last possession. High post to Cortman. Cole tries to do a little too much and turns it over. Jason McMillan will check in. 6-point game. That 5-foot power layup doesn't go for Montero. Conrad over to Cole. And Delta will zone up the Bear Cubs here. And Cortman travels. If they just get that high post entry and he squares and faces, there's options on both sides. And if he looks, he'll shift the defense and he could put the ball on the floor. But you got to take a little bit more time at the high post. The Bear Cubs have come down the last couple of possessions and have turned it over. Jason McMillan quickly checks back into the game for Chambers. He's on fire. Travis August with his 4th 3 of the game. McMillan on the baseline, and then another sloppy pass. The defense is overplaying. Nice hustle by the Bear Cubs. They're overplaying that, so a little ball fake will shift that defense, and then somebody can cut behind. Bear Cubs got to do a little bit better job spacing and taking their time versus the zone. There's areas to attack, and they just have to learn. The last 3 times they've come down and haven't even got up a shot and just turned it over. So it had an 8-point lead down to 3. And then we've got a foul on the floor. 14 fouls for Delta, 3 for the Bear Cubs. Too easy for Montero. Paint entry pass off the inbound play. No bueno for the Bear Cubs. Cortman misses that wild shot. Bear Cubs 0 for their last 4 trips down the court. August putting on a shooting clinic. He's got 5 threes. And the Mustangs retake the lead. Much off all of his scoring except for a paint move by Montero. Conrad misses 5 times down the court, and the state's leading scorer not being involved. Wallace and Perez will check back in. August, 6 threes. Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. 6 threes. And we still got 6+ minutes left. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Osceola's 5th Street Grill, 609 5th Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. LAGUNITAS Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay ranches, vineyards, and estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com. Wild California, it's the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious, and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. And Michael's Sourdough Sandwiches, 2 locations in Sonoma County, Petaluma and Roanoke Park. Taste the difference.
Well, the Bear Cubs once led by 8 with the basketball, but 5 empty trips down the court, a paint basket by Spencer Montero, and then a rain of threes by one Travis August, and Delta has a 5-point lead. Scoring, Chavez has 17, Wallace has 5, August 18, 6 times 3, brain surgeon. That's me, the brain surgeon. Just played one on TV. Perez, back rim, first pass into the offense, and then Valverde will run. Misses, Mundu with a rebound. Time for the Bear Cubs to get a great shot here. Or just give it to Chavez. Cortman gets the ball at the high post, goes to the basket, gets fouled, and the ball will be inbound along the baseline. See how much Delta is extended on their defense? But the lack of post offense for the Bear Cubs allows Delta and other teams to stretch their defense. Wallace to Cortman, and he's fouled. Good offense there. Going to the basket. Cortman, trusting his teammate, will get him the ball. He does. And his opportunity to get a couple of free throws here. Delta is on a 11-0 run. And Cortman ends it. So 5 empty trips is over and behind him as Cortman splits the free throws. He's going to have more opportunities in there the way that the Delta is going to protect that three-point line, and I get it. Valverde drives, and he's fouled by Mundu. And we always get that quizzical look from the player that obviously fouled the dribbler going to the basket. Montero at the three-point line. And then we've got a legal screen on Cameron Peters. 6-team foul for the Mustangs. Bear Cubs just have 4. Wallace wide open, but then so is Chavez. Misses. Nobody under the basket. He's not going to make every shot. And neither is Travis August. But when he misses, you got to get the rebound. Nick Cole in for Mundu. So in the last 14 games dating back to 2013, Santa Rosa has a 9-5 advantage over the Mustangs. Nice defense by Chavez. Basketball into the hands of Wallace. Over to Perez, back to Wallace. Side of the rim. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. Cortman protecting the paint. Valverde to Montero. He misses, then gets it back, misses the 7-footer. The Bear Cubs are getting killed on the boards. Cameron Peters with the third offensive rebound in this possession. Once, twice, 3 times. Here's a fifth attempt, and he's fouled. He had 11 points against the Bear Cubs in Santa Rosa. McMillan in for Cortman. Makes both. 6-point game. (13-1) run for the Mustangs. Perez answers. August to Valverde. 15 on the shot clock. August. 7 threes. He's got 21. Perez doing a dribbling exhibition. Wallace on the baseline, gets up in the air. I like Cole with the ball fake. Keep that defense moving. High post entry. McMillan somehow gets it to Chavez off the backboard. Coach McMillan wanted a foul. No call. And Valverde goes by Perez. Makes the layup, is fouled, and has a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Sizes up Perez and then goes right by him. Chavez tries to help, reaching in, but to no avail. 9-point lead. When August is hitting his shots, mixed with the balanced scoring that the Mustangs have, they're a tough team to beat. Perez misses. McMillan with the long rebound, but then he steps out of bounds. August drives, kicks it over to Peters, back to August. He is human. Cole picks up his dribble, kicks it to Wallace, over to McMillan. Skip pass to Cole from 17. And these coaches know each other's play calls. There's just no doubt about it. They'd be going against each other. Belts misses, but Peters gets the rebound over at McMillan and then scores on the jump hook. He's fouled, and it counts. You got it when you screen out. You got to screen out with some space, and to no avail. And the Stockton Christian graduate, 6'7", 250, with a chance to make it a double-digit lead for his Mustangs. Misses. Delta in the zone. Cortman called for the player control foul. And McMillan, who just came out of the game, will quickly check in for Cortman. who fouled out of the last game off the bench for the Bear Cubs. Trayvon Collins with the basketball down low to Peters, little two-man game. And then all alone, Jacoby Ford with the dunk, and it's an 11-point game. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Flamingo Conference Resort and Spa in Santa Rosa, proudly serving the wine country for over 60 years. The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983. All Coast Forest Products in Cloverdale, an independent wholesale manufacturer.
Oh, whoops. Wallace with the basketball after the timeout. Backdoor cut by Chavez. He's fouled by August. There's a little offense, little high post entry, cut to the basket, and Chavez touches the basketball, and he's fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Makes the first. He now has 18. Travis August leads all scorers with 21. Chavez with 19. Bear Cubs would like to get a couple of stops and cut into this deficit before the half. And the Mustangs, they want to see otherwise. Ford, pretty move. But actually, Spencer Montero, this isn't an easy shot, and he took advantage of the reach by Chavez and somehow got this ball in the basket. This isn't an easy move. On 1 foot. Misses the free throw. Wallace with the basketball. McMillan to Perez. Wallace wide open. Misses the three. Chavez jumps high for the offensive rebound. Then he's trapped in the corner and just throws it off Belts' leg. .27 on the shot clock. You got to use Chavez at the high post. McMillan has that shot rejected. Cameron Piters with the Wilson burger knocked off the back wall of Joe Blanchard Gymnasium. Perez. He's having a nice game. But the Bear Cubs need to do a better job on the defensive end. Shot clock's off, 10 on the left in the half. Montero to Piters, misses. Cole with a rebound. Wallace will chuck it from three-quarters court. He misses. And it's Delta College leads Santa Rosa Junior College 48-40. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Jolly Washer Express is the only true express car wash in Santa Rosa. Jolly Washer Express will wash your car for $9 in less than 6 minutes and will never have an attendant trying to sell you extra services at the pay station. If you want a clean car fast and free vacuums, come visit us today. And if you want the best deal in town, ask us about our unlimited wash club. Jolly Washer Express at the 76 gas station on the corner of Coffee Lane and Piner Road. Or visit us online, jollywasherexpress.com. Jolly Washer Express is a proud partner of Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball. Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Flamingo Conference Resort and Spa in Santa Rosa, proudly serving the wine country for over 60 years. The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983. All Coast Forest Products in Cloverdale, an independent wholesale manufacturer and distributor of quality lumber products and building materials. All quality, all the time. Ike's Place, love and sandwiches on 1780 Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa. The dirty sauce is what makes their sandwiches so good. Kokomo Winery. Our small production techniques and relationship with growers allow us to make wines that are as individual and unique as the vineyards from which they were born. Perry's Deli across the street from Santa Rosa High School on 1220 Mendocino Avenue is a must-stop for our crew before every Bear Cup basketball game. Get the pastrami. Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Fit Pro Go, who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game. Trimec Mechanical, innovative solutions and expertise for over 2 decades for commercial plumbing in Northern California. Lombardi's Gourmet Deli and Barbecue in Petaluma, where they offer a large selection of gourmet delicatessen food along with a wide variety of barbecue and local wines. Osceola's 5th Street Grill, 609 5th Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay Ranches, Vineyards, and Estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com. Wild California, it's the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious, and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. And Michael's Sourdough Sandwiches, 2 locations in Sonoma County, Petaluma and Roanoke Park. Taste the difference.
As far as my background as a coach, I started out coaching at the Division I level. I was an assistant coach at Arizona, at Marquette University, University of Tennessee. It gave me a great idea, what players need to do to get to that level. And that experience, I also coached professionally abroad. Some of our players have used some of my contacts initially to go pursue their careers upon graduation in Europe and Asia and the Middle East. The biggest thing about my background here, I've been at Santa Rosa JC 18 years. And I have a good relationship with coaches at the 4-year level. We've had a lot of good basketball players. There are also good students and good kids that have gone on and done well at those schools. So they're going to listen to my recommendation when I tell them a guy can be successful at their level. And I think when a guy transfers on, it's just not about where he goes. It's about being a good fit for that player and for the program he's going to. We've had one of the top basketball programs in the state. I've been here 18 years. We've averaged almost 25 wins a year. 5 of the last 7 years, we've won the Big 8 Conference, which is one of the top conferences in the state. 5 of the last 8 years, we've made it to the Elite 8 of the state tournament. In 2014, we won the state championship. So we've had one of the top programs success-wise on the court. We've had one of the top programs as far as guys transferring on to high-level schools. And as far as just the experience here, the energy, the fan base, and the excitement of the games, you can't have a better junior college experience. We've had guys, in my 18 years being here, we've had guys that have gone on to high-level Division I schools. We've had guys go to the University of Oregon. We had several guys go to University of Pacific, University of Idaho, Boise State, East Tennessee State, Central Connecticut State, Santa Clara. We've had guys go to all different Division I schools, New Mexico State. We've also had a lot of guys who have successful Division II careers. We've had guys go to Sonoma State down the road here. Chaminade, had a couple players that went and played at Chaminade, Hawaii Hilo, Hawaii Pacific. We have a guy playing at Western Washington right now. So we've had a lot of guys go on to the Division I, II level and get scholarships and have successful careers there. Yeah, Steve and I played together. We were in Arizona 4 years together. And I think playing for Lute Olson was a great coach. I think we have some of the same philosophy basketball-wise. You know, fundamentals are important. Get back on defense, take away the lane, and I think it's really important, as does Steve, to have a lot of guys that can make shots. We spend a lot of time working on shooting the basketball, using not just on-ball screens, but off-ball screens as well, and keeping the floor spaced. So we try to do a lot of the same things that you'll see the Warriors do. Santa Rosa Junior College is a great option for student athletes coming out of high school if they're not getting a full scholarship to their dream school. Almost invariably, student athletes that have come to play basketball here have had more options when they've left the program than when they got here. We've had a handful of guys that have gotten Division I scholarships after a year and gone, but for the most part, it's a 2-year program. Guys come here for 2 years, get their AA degree, and most of our guys, almost over 95% of our basketball players that have played here for 2 years have gotten their degrees, and those that choose to go on to play basketball have that option. And it's not just about getting options and getting, you know, to the next level. It's also about the experience you're going to have when you're here. And we're kind of unique as far as a junior college basketball program, that we have good community support, good fan support. We have about half of our games were broadcast on NorCal SportsTV.com, and we draw well, and it's a good environment, good experience while you're here, and it's going to prepare you for the next level as well.
You guys spend much time here at the library?
Yeah, I spent a good amount of time in the library. Yeah. Right here we have the elevators to take us to the top floor. There's 4 levels here. Computers on this side that you can go get your work done. There's also study rooms that you can also go into to get your work done in groups. And then over here is the printing room. You go print out your assignments and stuff like that. And then here's where we would be studying, and then the stairs right here to take you up to the different levels. Yeah, what do you think about this campus? Oh no, it's just very peaceful. It's just very mellowing. All the trees and green you see around you just relaxes you. Being a student athlete here is great. You have a lot of assistance from faculty members here, like math labs, writing centers. They'll help you out with that. A lot of extracurricular activities like clubs you can get a part of. And then just the facilities we play in, like our gym is nice. We have a nice weight room, and all of the facilities here are top notch. So this is the first level of the library. Right here is the tutorial center. You can come in any classes on any subject. You can come and get help with the tutor. You can be either in a study group or one-on-ones, or you can have short meetings. You write your name on the board, and they'll allow you to get some assistance that way. But every time you gotta come, you gotta log in. They're very on top of that.
It's been pretty good. I've been getting a lot more help that I didn't get when I was in high school. Getting help from DRD has helped me a lot this year with things like getting a smart pen that I record while I'm taking my notes in class, or a little help from the math lab or English writing center on my papers or revising my papers. Whenever I can't get in the weight room, there's always a teacher in the weight room here that lets me work out with their classroom, and it's just a good environment to be at the SRJC.
John Daly is our academic counselor that works with the basketball players. He's been doing it for years. He does a great job. He stays on top of the players as far as making sure they're taking the classes or leading to graduating the degrees they're seeking. Also, he monitors their classes, sends out progress reports, and if anyone's struggling in class, he'll hook them up with a free tutor and just make sure they're staying on task. And his efforts and the job he does in monitoring our players is a big reason we've had such success.
And then going back to your question about GPA, 3.36. Tell them right now that's without this semester. That's bringing in what you did at Laney and combined with what you've done here through summer. Okay, that does not include fall, or nor will it include spring. Okay, gotcha. So tell them you got a 3.36.
Cool.
Student athletes come to Santa Rosa Junior College have somewhat of an adjustment between high school and college. You're independent at Santa Rosa Junior College. In other words, it's your responsibility to get yourself to class and take care of the work assignments that you are required to do in your classes. And it's a maturing aspect. Many times good athletes in high school, they are taken care of by the teachers to kind of move through their classes because they are a good athlete. And here they have to learn, they have to be a good student athlete to be successful, to create the skill sets in the classes that they need to be the good student and to move on to the next level and transfer.
All right, so the expectations of athletes in the classroom is for them to be successful. We want them to not just be a student who comes to class, but we want them to be a student who's going to be successful in that class and in meeting their goals to transfer. Many of the student athletes that come into our classroom, they have goals of transferring to university and both private and public university as well, because they want to continue being an athlete. What we're trying to do is to help them realize their goals at the community college level on what it means to be successful in one class at a time so that they can meet all their general education courses and their transfer requirements so that they can be successful as a student, therefore transfer as that student athlete to the university and to the college of their choice, and that they will be prime candidates for recruitment by the coaches at these colleges. So it's twofold. We want them to be successful with the material and in the classroom, but the added variable for an athlete is to help them realize their goals of being an athlete that's going to be prepared academically to transfer to the university of their choice so that they can fulfill their dreams as an athlete.
We have a great coaching staff. Maurice Thompson has been on the staff the longest. I've been here, I'll be going to my 19th year. Maurice has been here for 18 of them, and he is a very personable guy. He was a former Bear Cub himself. He played guard here a long time ago, and he works with the players individually a lot. Ryan Cook joined our staff about 8 or 9 years ago, and he works with the guards with their perimeter skill work, and he puts a lot of time and effort in and does a really good job with the skill development of those guys. George Alston joined our staff 7 years ago, and he works with the big guys, post moves, not just post moves, he works skill work with our big guys. He works on perimeter skills with our big guys, shooting jumpers and drives and so forth. When we do breakdown work, he works with our bigger guys more. Ryan Cooks works with the guards. Jared Ames just joined our staff a year ago, and he's brought a lot of energy and enthusiasm. He works some with the big guys and some with the guards. There's a little bit of everything. And all of our coaches are really concerned about not just the basketball team, but about the players as individuals, and making sure that their experience here is successful and that they're doing the right things to move on to the next level.
Back here at Joe Blanchard Gym on the campus of Delta College, and the Mustangs are showing why they have won 7 in a row as they lead Santa Rosa 48-40. Scoring in the first half, first for Santa Rosa, they were 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 8 turnovers. They're only averaging 9 per game, and they're 6 of 14 from downtown. Wallace with 5, Perez with 10, and Chavez with 19. For Delta, they are 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 8 turnovers, and they are 9 of 14 from downtown. Most of those coming through the hands of Mr. August, who has 21 points. Travis August, all threes. Valverde has 7. Montero has 8. and a Bear Cub basketball to start the second half. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us here on NorCal Sports TV. Delta playing the zone at the start of the half. Mundu misses on a two-pass possession by the Bear Cubs. It's so tempting for them, and talking to Coach McMillan, is for guys to just quickly launch shots. Yeah, you're open. Valverde misses, gets his own rebound. Montero in the paint against Chavez. And a key to the game was stop Montero, and him getting in the paint, and Valverde with the steal on the turnover. 10 turnovers for the Bear Cubs. Belts misses the layup, but Valverde with another offensive rebound. And there's August with his first non-three of the game. Offensive rebounds have killed the Bear Cubs tonight. When Delta has missed, a lot of times they've got their own rebound, but we were saying that they're so tempting, Santa Rosa is, to take shots because they are open. But there's a difference between being open and having the flow of the offense. And when they're not shooting well, they're losing games. And here they've got to just play a little bit better defense. They've had a share of stops, but what happens too many times is Delta's rebounding their first miss and getting multiple attempts at the basket. August misses the layup. He's countering, going to the basket, misses the wide open layup. Mundu, skip pass to Perez. Wallace wide open along the baseline. Rebounded by Chavez to McMillan, misses the layup, gets another attempt at it. 2 misses. And the Bear Cubs, not a very smooth start here to the second half. They trailed 48-40 at half. Had an 8-point lead, had 5 consecutive possessions that they either turned over or missed shots. And Delta went on an 11-0 run, and to take advantage, Valverde drives, scores, and he's fouled, and he makes the basket and a chance for the old-fashioned 3. Valverde instantly attacks, and McMillan is called for the foul. And Cole will check in for Mundu, and Cortman will check in for McMillan. Largest lead of the game for the Mustangs. Cortman to Perez. Bear Cubs. Chavez to Cole, misses the 3. And early in the game, the Bear Cubs were either driving or working the ball through the paint, but since have been, they are a three-pointed shooting team, but just settling versus trying to work the offense. And it's a 17-point lead, and Coach McMillan calls a timeout as things are getting out of control here for the Bear Cubs. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Jolly Washer Express is the only true express car wash in Santa Rosa. Jolly Washer Express will wash your car for $9 in less than 6 minutes and will never have an attendant trying to sell you extra services at the pay station. If you want a clean car fast and free vacuums, come visit us today. And if you want the best deal in town, ask us about our unlimited wash club. Jolly Washer Express at the 76 gas station on the corner of Coffee Lane and Piner Road. Or visit us online, jollywasherexpress.com. Jolly Washer Express is a proud partner of Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball.
Well, Delta showing why they are 8-1 at home, and their only loss coming to the defending state champion City College of San Francisco. But here's the last dribble drive for Delta, and watch Valverde work his magic. And that's his strong hand. You got to make him go the other way at a minimum. But it's all Delta here. It's been a 9-0 run to start the second half for Delta. Chavez, heartbreak. Montero with the rebound. Points in the paint, Delta 20, Santa Rosa 12. About 8 of those for Santa Rosa happened early in the first half. Montero double-teamed. August, back rim. Cole with the rebound. Perez. Santa Rosa, that's their first basket / points of the second half. Chavez with the rebound, but you know the Bear Cubs can score points in a hurry. Cole with a drive. 12-point game. You get back into this game by getting stops, and that will help your offense. Valverde. Wallace cuts him off. Belts. Valverde with the layup. Coach McMillan wanted the elbow wraparound. No call. Cole to Perez. Told the coaches tonight before the game and our statistician Jeremy, who we were driving over here talking, I said Perez is going to have a big game. 11-point game, but Bear Cubs got to stop Valverde. And we call a player control foul. Now you think coaching is important. The last possession, Coach McMillan wanted the offensive foul. He didn't get out of control. Told the official, and guess who he told? That official made the player control foul. So I don't like to say working the officials, but I'm going to say it. Coach McMillan worked the officials, and he didn't act out of control. Just said, hey, I think that Valverde's getting loose with that elbow, and then he gets the call. Chance for the Bear Cubs to knock this down to double digits. Chavez. Perez has 16. Chavez, 21. Perez with the near steal, saves it under his own basket. Piters, and then we've got a foul. Actually, they reset the shot clock, and the officials come over to make sure they get things right. One official's always got his eye on the shot clock. So it'll be 26 seconds on the clock, and Trayvon Collins will inbound. Belts with the basketball, guarded by Cole. Piters down low against Cortman. The Swin-Nader jump hook doesn't go. Another stop for the Bear Cubs. Chavez on the run. Skip pass to Perez. Cole. And he's fouled, and it counts. Nick Cole was scoreless against Folsom, but not tonight. And watch him lure the defense here. And if we can replay that back again after on the next dead ball, it'll show you how Cole became so wide open. And it's a 6-point game just like that. It was a 17-point lead with the 15:43 left here in the second half. And the Bear Cubs quickly get back into it. Okay, watch the ball fake right there by Perez. It gets the defense to shift. They're off balance, and then Cole keeps them off balance. And we like to call ball fakes lies. And then we got a legal screen called on Valverde just back into the game after the player control foul, and he's called for the foul there. And the Bear Cubs with the basketball. Perez interchanges with Cole. He's double teamed. Somebody's got to be open. Perez gets his man in the air, aims, side of the backboard. Valverde with the rebound. Thanks for joining us on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Chris Babcock here in Stockton. Mustangs in their home whites, winners of 7 in a row. Valverde picks up his dribble. And then the Bear Cubs, Nick Cole called for the reach-in on Dondre Gray. Third team foul on the Bear Cubs, and Valverde will inbound on the baseline. August to Valverde, paint move, and he's bailed out by Cole. Consecutive fouls. It's his second foul and fourth team foul. Gray makes the first out of Freedom High School. Makes both. Back to an 8-point lead for the Mustangs. Cortman squares to Chavez, back over to Cole, misses. Valverde gets the ball back, wants to get the ball down to Montero. Chavez denies. August slings it, nails it again. And that wasn't a wide open look. That was defended by Wallace. But I know it's only January, but it's hot August night here in Stockton for Travis August. Bear Cub miss, 11-point lead for the Mustangs. Back and forth here in the second half. Wide open look, Jacoby Ford out of Heritage High School. Down low to Chavez, misses a 7-footer. Cortman with a rebound to Perez, misses. Valverde was open down court, but Montero makes a good decision to just get the ball to his point guard versus forcing it and turning it over. Montero. And a player control foul. Skylar Chavez, nice defense. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Flamingo Conference Resort and Spa in Santa Rosa, proudly serving the wine country for over 60 years. The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983. All Coast Forest Products in Cloverdale, an independent wholesale manufacturer and distributor of quality lumber products and building materials. All quality, all the time.
Scoring, first for Santa Rosa, Chavez with 21, Perez with 16 for Delta. August with 23, 7 threes and a 2-point layup. Valverde with 14 3-pointers. Santa Rosa 8 of 22. Delta 10 of 16. That's some hot shooting. 7 of those threes made by Travis August. He had 9 against Santa Rosa in the first matchup. "13-point lead for Delta. Cole to Mundu to Chavez. All eyes on Chavez. Loses the basketball. Cole gets it back to Cortman, over to Mundu. And it's a 10-point game. Mundu had 11 rebounds, 9 assists, and 5 points against Folsom. Valverde, high post to Montero. And another second opportunity for Delta. Montero misses the dunk. Cole with the basketball. Wide open look. 7-point game. Nick Cole answering for a scoreless game against Folsom with some key baskets off the bench for Coach McMillan. 7-point game. 4 to Valverde. 10 on the shot clock. Montero misses. Cortman with the rebound. Good defense by Chavez. Just a solid defender. High post entry to Chavez. The layup is good! And he's fouled and it counts. It's good basketball here. Gets it to Wallace. Little back screen by Cortman. The catch, the spin, and the split the defenders and the basket. Skylar Chavez, as his run continues, chance to make it a 4-point game with this made free throw. Slow down, big fella. And he nails it. Didn't want to assume, but he is shooting 83% from the free throw line. 4-point game. Say get your popcorn out, but mine's already out. Great game here at Stockton. Montero to August. Misses. But then Cortman gets out-rebounded. And then Chavez with a Wilsonberger serve back. Cole from 3. Misses. And August with the rebound. But Chavez showing why he's just not a scorer with the Wilsonberger. Serve back hot here in Stockton. If you're just joining us, the Wilsonberger's a block shot. Valverde. Coach McMillan wanted the travel. No call. Wallace with the basketball. Valverde answers. He now has 16. Two guys are all eyes on Chavez, and then Wallace slips on the floor. He's fouled by August. Here's the Wilsonberger. The missed rebound, the missed shot, and then, Wilsonberger. You won't find it on anybody's menu, but it's got a salty, leathery taste that you don't want. So Wallace will take a rest, and Mundu, Cortman, Chavez, Cole. Cortman with the acrobatic layup, and it's a 4-point game. Sometimes you're in the right spot and you find the right touch for that ball to get in the hoop. And then 3 in the key called on Cameron Piters. Jacoby Ford checks in for Travis August. And a golden opportunity here for the Bear Cubs. Perez to Cole to Chavez. There's how you get open. Shifts the defense and hits the 3. The subtle move, the ball fake. And it's a 1-point game. The Bear Cubs trail by 17 at one time here in the half. Cortman with the steal. Cole will set up the offense. Great decision. Skylar Chavez, 22-footer, goes 26. The Bear Cubs trail by 17 at one point, now only trail by 1. Montero wants to get the ball to Piters. Cortman playing good defense. Valverde to Ford. Montero drives and nets it. The Lodi alum with a key basket for the Mustangs. Chavez to Mundu to Perez. Cole. Drive along the baseline. He's defended, nearly loses it. Over to Mundu. Wide open 3. Goes way long. And then Cortman is called for the foul. And Damian Wallace will check in for Mundu. I think Coach McMillan wanted Mundu to do is to set up for the 3, then put the ball on the floor and attack the basket. Keep that defense moving and shifting. That penetration will open up a drive and kick. 3-point game, Valverde with the basketball. Belts. Montero. And he's fouled by Cole. Montero. Very solid basketball move here. Gets the screen, takes advantage of the switch by the Bear Cubs, and makes the layup, but misses the free throw. Bear Cubs basketball, trailing by 5. Cole. Chavez, high post. Faces and nails a 3. 2-point game. Piters against Cortman. Spins and lays it up. Perez, little ball fake. Cole with the basketball. Chavez. Look away pass to Cole. In and out on the 3. Cortman can't get the offensive rebound. Goes to Valverde and Delta will set up. Chavez now has 27. Santa Rosa's 8 for 22 from downtown. Delta's 10 of 16. Valverde cut off by Wallace, kicks it to Piders, and he's good for 18. And Coach McMillan will call a timeout. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Osceola's 5th Street Grill, 609 5th Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay Ranches, Vineyards, and Estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com. Wild California, it's the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious, and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. And Michael's Sourdough Sandwiches, 2 locations in Sonoma County, Petaluma and Roanoke Park. Taste the difference.
So Coach McMillan talking with his team. They'll have the basketball, and they trail by 6. They've got some nice contribution scoring tonight other than Skylar Chavez. He has 27, but not many points off the bench against Folsom. But tonight, Nick Cole has done a good job of scoring. The Bear Cubs will inbound after the timeout. They got back into this game by defending and getting defensive rebounds and taking advantage here offensively. High post entry to Chavez, to Perez. Chavez with the basketball, kicks it to Cole. 17-footer, no good. And Piders with the rebound. Big possession for Delta. We like to call these golden possessions. Team just missed off their timeout. You have the ball, and you have a chance to go up 8 or 9. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Piders wants the ball down low. Turnaround shot doesn't go. Wallace with the rebound. Chavez drives. He turns the ball over. Credit the defense of Spencer Montero jumping out on protecting the three-point line, one of the keys tonight. And Chavez dribbles it off his foot and turns it over. Nick Cole's got 13 points off the bench. He had 20. And Delta is going to work clock here. And the Bear Cubs got to protect the basket. Montero to Jacoby Ford, air ball, and it's Bear Cub basketball. 9 route to Wallace, kicks it over to Cole. Back to Wallace, top of the key. 3-point game, multiple touches, and the lefty nails it. And so often you see Delta's been running good offense all night. Now all of a sudden, game's getting late, and they're showing a lot of patience. I get it. But they've been doing a good job of scoring and playing free-flow basketball. Valverde to Montero to August. Back rim, but Valverde with a key offensive rebound. Delta is taking advantage of the Bear Cubs on the boards, and we'll keep it right here. Our next Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball game on NorCal Sports TV will be Friday, February 8th, as Santa Rosa hosts Consumnes River, who they lost to earlier this year in overtime. The Bear Cubs' next game is at home as they host Sac City. For Delta, they'll be at Modesto on Tuesday. So this is a big swing game for both teams. For Delta, they get the win. They've got a 2-game lead over the defending 2-time Big 8 champion Santa Rosa JC with the rest of the second half to play. If Santa Rosa can come back and get the win, they'll be tied with Delta. They'll have a sweep over Delta, thus control the tiebreaker. But there's a long way to go. Three-point basketball game, 19 on the shot clock, and Delta will inbound. Rich Ressa with the timeout, didn't like how things were going offensively, called the timeout, and knew the possession, how important it was. And you don't want to have any regrets. Down low to Montero, and Chavez called for the foul on the floor, not a bad move, and the Mustangs will be in the bonus. August checks back in for belts. So Delta will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Makes the first. Delta has out-rebounded Santa Rosa 34-27. Splits the free throws. Not a bad foul by Chavez. 4-point game. 90 seconds left in regulation. High post entry. Over to Cole for three. Doesn't draw iron. Cortman ends up with a basketball. Puts it up, and it's good. Cortman, like restaurants, location, location, location. Right place at the right time. He works hard underneath the glass. Gets position there. Ball falls into his hands, goes up. He's fouled, and chance to make it a 1-point game, and he does. Delta has 10 offensive rebounds tonight, and the Bear Cubs bench being their own supporters here, urging their team to play defense. Valverde with the basketball, guarded over to August, guarded by Cole, back to Valverde, 10 on the shot clock. Illegal screen on Travis August. And Damian Wallace loves the contact, being a old football player. He takes this one for the team. And watch August. Obvious foul there. So the Bear Cubs with a chance to take the lead. All eyes will be on Chavez. Will the Bear Cubs take advantage? Less than a minute left here. It's Chavez to Perez, to Cole. Chavez misses. Cortman on the glass. Chavez ends up with it to Perez. Perez will set the offense. Little helter-skelter. Perez for three. Back rim. Cortman tries to get the rebound. Bear Cubs are going to have to foul. And they do. Fourth personal on Perez. And who is shooting for Delta? Spencer Montero. Shooting 1-on-1. Kind of one of those possessions for the Bear Cubs. It's like you're trying to get to a low spot and you never get there. They wanted to get the basket, didn't. Montero nails the first. 2-point game. Both teams playing can-do basketball. It's a 3-point lead. And Delta will stretch the defense. Chavez double-teamed. Perez for three. No good. Wallace with the rebound. And we've got a foul on the floor, and Wallace will be shooting 1-on-1. Wallace hustled for the long rebound, got it, and was fouled along the corner. Misses. Chavez with the rebound to Wallace. Perez is open, and then we've got an intentional. We got a foul on Valverde, fouls Wallace. Everybody's looking for, but Perez is wide open. And then Valverde with the foul. And a timeout, we'll keep it right here. Let's watch that last segment. So all eyes are on Chavez, and then Valverde fouls Wallace. So he will shoot 2 free throws. So what Coach McMillan's talking about here, does Wallace, he's got to make the first one. Does he purposely miss the second one, or does he hopefully make both free throws for their case and then foul on the inbound? So great game here, was 48-40 at half. Santa Rosa didn't score their first basket until 15:43 left in the second half. So if you want to go back and look at the game, that little cold spurt there really, it put the Bear Cubs, they were down by 17, but they came back, fought back, and 3.4 seconds left in regulation. Damian Wallace at the free throw line. Coach McMillan talking to his post players. He's got a timeout. Delta's got 2. And Damian Wallace at the free throw line. Misses the first. So now I think he's going to purposely miss the shot. But then he doesn't even hit the rim. So the Bear Cubs have got a foul, but if Delta can make the free throw, they're going to win the game. So you saw what was discussed during the timeout, but Wallace has missed 2 free throws, well now 3. I get why he missed the last one, but the ball's got to hit the rim. If it doesn't, then it's a violation. So Belt Delta, who's so tough at home, they're strong first half by Travis August. He's been pretty quiet here in the second half. But Spencer Montero's done a good job inside the paint. And Delta is in strong position. August has 26 points. 8 of 14 from the three-point line. Our next Bear Cub basketball game on NorCal Sports TV will be Friday, February 8th, as the Bear Cubs host Consumnes River. And that's a game the Bear Cubs will go back, had a big lead, didn't close it out, and then lost in overtime. So it'll be an immediate foul, I'm assuming, by the Bear Cubs. Bear Cubs trying to deny in the backcourt. And Belts is fouled by Cole. So Belts at the free throw line, not in the double bonus yet. So if he misses, the Bear Cubs will have to quickly get the ball down court. If he makes it, it's pretty much going to lock up a win for the Mustangs. Belts nails a free throw, and then Delta will clear the paint, and Coach Ressa will tell his ball club, don't foul. So Delta with the win. With the win over Santa Rosa. And our Fit Pro Go player of the game is Delta College Travis August. Big game for him, 26 points, 8 of those being three-pointers. And Delta wins their 8th game in a row and remains undefeated in 2019. So congratulations to Travis August, our Fit Pro Go player of the game. Delta will be at Modesto on Tuesday, and Santa Rosa will be at home against Sac City. So once again, Travis August, our Fit Pro Go player of the game. We'll wrap things up here, get the final scoring in, but a very entertaining game here from Delta College, and we appreciate the athletic administration staff of Delta of getting us set up here today, meeting our director here on Wednesday. So we appreciate their support of NorCal Sports TV. Final statistics. First for Santa Rosa, Damian Wallace with 8, Perez with 16, Cole with 13, and Skylar Chavez with 27, including 11 rebounds. Santa Rosa was 8 of 12 from the free throw line, 10 turnovers. They were 13 of 35 from downtown. They were 14 of 26 the last time these teams played. For Delta, Valverde was 16, August with 26, Montero with 14, and Piters with 12. So when you get 26 points out of your post players, that's going to open things up for your long-range shooters. Valverde had 16 points and 14 rebounds. So and probably a handful of those on offensive rebounds. And Delta was 10 of 18, better than 50%, only committed 12 turnovers, and was 9 of 14 from the free throw line. From Joe Blanchard Gym on the campus of Delta Junior College, where San Joaquin Delta beat Santa Rosa 80-76 to move their record to 16-5 and 8-1 in the Big 8 Conference. Our next Santa Rosa JC game on NCS TV will be Friday, February 8th at 7:30 as the Bear Cubs host Cosumnes River, attempting to avenge an earlier season loss. You've been watching NorCal Sports TV. Thanks to our crew, Daniel Talavera, Jason Green, our statistician, Jeremy Hurtado, and our director Luis Rangel. I'm Chris Babcock here in Stockton. Good night, and thanks for being on the show. That's a fucking